don't. And it doesn't calm me down psychologically. It's supposed to slow your heart rate down. Clearly, it doesn't really work that well. You need a lot. It's not affecting my judgment at all. It doesn't affect how angry I am. It doesn't affect how passionate I am. And I was not criticizing you or judging you at all, which is why you wanted to reach for what I'm taking as a means to defend yourself. But you ignore everything I said, which is there is absolutely zero judgment on that. I was pointing out that you will not react as cool-headed as you are right now, because if anything should happen while you're not on Xanax, it could be an explosion. That's all. I was pointing out that both of us have tempers, and what will happen if you're not on Xanax and then something comes up? Will you be able to talk to yourself and reason with that inner self? That's what I was bringing up. It had no judgment on it whatsoever. I'm actually very glad you took a Xanax, and I'm very happy for you. And there's zero fucking judgment. I don't need you fucking telling me what I said. I don't need your fucking goddamn projection on me. I didn't fucking go there. You fucking listen to me or not, I don't fucking care.
The people at BuzzFeed are afraid of strong men. And who's surprised at that? Definitely not me. You have to see. Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Welcome to another episode of What's Going On? What's going on? Love it. Okay, this is from BuzzFeed News. Yeah, you know what BuzzFeed is. My brother is so far gone. How male influencers turn the men in these people's lives toxic. No. Oh my God. Men have something to look up to now. Fucking crybabies. People told BuzzFeed News how their loved ones have embraced deeply hateful and misogynistic worldviews since listening to alpha male influencers. A beloved brother who suddenly supports violence against women, a dad who minored in women's studies and now wants to murder effeminate men, a boyfriend who starts making misogynistic jokes. We asked our readers how toxic male influences have changed the men in their lives, and they responded with disturbing stories. Look, I think I have a very good idea, because I haven't read this yet. I never do, you know that. But I have a very good idea that these are all going to be insanely over-exaggerated. Insanely over-exaggerated. And there's only one reason. Because people like these, and I don't mean the writer. The writer is one of them as well. People like these, they don't like the idea of strong men. Okay? They get fear. They're afraid. Whoa, is he going to be mean? Like, what happens if he, hits me? What happens if he gets toxic? What happens if he starts screaming? They only like the men, okay? Well, we just did the story. Yeah, we just did the story of the Try Guys. I don't have it here, but you can see that photo. They like men like that are weak, that they're skinny, that they can beat them up because they won't fight back. They like men like that. They like men that will do what they say and not talk back. Not please no. Can you please just, I'll do whatever you say as long as you have sex with me. Please just don't leave me. I don't want to lose your vagina. And that's basically all that guys like that are. Not to mention the fact one of those guys fucking cheated on his wife. Supporters of the alpha male ideology. What? Andrew Tate doesn't even use the phrase alpha male. He's never used that phrase. I watch that dude's stuff all the time. He doesn't even use that fucking... What are you talking about? Oh, this is going to be horrible. A term adopted by the manosphere to describe what they consider the ideal version of manhood were dealt a blow when rising star Andrew Tate was deplatformed across several social media sites in quick succession in August. The former kickboxer and purported self-made millionaire found infamy online as one of the top influencers in an ecosystem of toxic male figures by defending traditional Western gender roles. That is how he became toxic, by defending traditional Western gender roles. You can't even make this shit up. These people write this on their own. That's what they wrote. That's their words. That's not my words. This is the beginning of the article. And literally, misogyny and toxicity is because they defend traditional Western gender roles, dude. Oh, this is too good already. Oh my God. He and other creators like him position themselves as life coaches teaching hypermasculinity and hustle culture through social media, podcast videos, and online courses to millennial and Gen Z men. Tate influencer Kevin Samuels, who died. Well, why the fuck are you talking about him if he's dead, you asshole? We're going to pick on the dead now. Jeez. And Myron Gaines, never heard of him. Walter Weeks, never heard of him. Of the Fresh and Fit podcast. Well, I've heard of that. Oh, that's their names? I didn't actually know their names. I never knew who those guys were. I just knew they were Fresh and Fit. I thought their names were Fresh and Fit. I thought it was, dude. I really did. Podcast successfully built careers selling the idea of the dominant man to millions of followers while trafficking in anti-woman and anti-LGBTQ rhetoric. Well, lady, because this is a woman writing, I'm not even going to say her name. You saw it at the beginning. Lady, you've been trafficking in anti-male and anti-strong man rhetoric for years. You see, this is literally just an article about all these women, and they're mostly women, woke white women or gays that are men, and they're just afraid of men becoming what they used to be because men will see what they are and they'll call them out. That's why they call people like me, oh, you're toxic masculinity. No, I just have the balls to call you out on your bullshit. These figures are seen as compelling to their followers because they are perceived as anti-mainstream, said Dr. Lisa Segura, author of the Incel Rebellion. Ugh. Why is it always incels, dude? Like, what do you women not understand that we can get laid? People like me, bro, I've probably gotten laid more than these people that are all woke and shit. Because, dude, you think that these people that are all woke, you think they have sex with each other? No, they don't. No, they don't. They're, what are those things called? Sapiosexuals or something? Where they're like, oh, I'm attracted to intelligence. Oh, okay, so then you don't have sex with people because you're a fucking moron. So, literally, the Incel Rebellion, the rise of the manosphere. Dude, I could write a book called the femcel, which means female celibate. The femcel rebellion, the rise of the feminist sphere. I could write that book. Be the easiest fucking book in the world to write. And the virtual war against women, and the literal, I could say that one, and the literal war against men. I should write a fucking book. And a professor who studies the crossover between gender and cybercrime. But of course, the contradiction is that it's very much a part of the mainstream and validating the usual tropes about gender and violence against women. This is evident in tweets from Tate stating rape victims bear responsibility, which first got him banned from Twitter in 2017, then again earlier this year. Renewed attention on his misogynist comments in August saw him deplatformed from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, where his 3 channels had over 1 million subscribers and were reportedly earning both him and YouTube millions of dollars in ad revenue. While Tate may now have been banned from most social media platforms, the audience he and other misogynistic influencers have cultivated remains. Oh, well, those men that they listen to him, they're still out there. Oh, we can't have that. They're still out there. Oh, no, those men that they have nothing to look forward to and they have nothing to look up to, they're all out there, and now they're not listening to us. Now they're not under our thumb. Fucking losers. What makes this particular strain of content creation so insidious is how it's packaged, most often as self-help for men. On the surface, there's that appreciation of genuine problems that the men suffer in society, but these communities are not about support, Segura said. They are, so essentially, what are they doing here? They're telling a woman to talk about men. You see what happens? They can't even go to some effeminate professor that's a man. They can't even go to the try guys that are like effeminate men, women, basically. They can't even use a man to talk about men. So you expect people to listen to a woman and pretend that she knows about men. They are more concerned with creating this common enemy of women, society, and progressiveness. Instead, they are taught to self-loathe, hate women, and blame women and broader society for it. For instance, Samuels initially introduced himself to audiences as an image consultant and lifestyle coach, but he became a godfather figure for misogynoir. Did you just make up a word? What the fuck? Misogyny directed at black women? Oh. Dude, it wasn't even like that. The guy is dead. How fucking dare you fucking go and try and piss on his grave like that? That is so stupid. In his podcast and across social media. And Gains and Weeks touted Fresh and Fit as a place to help men navigate females' fitness and finances. Their combined Instagram accounts have over 600,000 followers, and their Patreon has 1,500 subscribers, paying at least $5 a month. But Reddit has been quietly removing content from the podcast for months because it violates the platform's rule against promoting hate. We all know Reddit is a fucking piece of shit platform for, I'm not going to say that word, but it's the word for cat. Women's private parts that are a cat. That's what that platform is for. For men that are women's private parts that is a cat. We asked our readers to tell us stories about how listening to and watching these influencers changed the behavior of men in their lives and presented some of their experiences and representatives of Tate, Gaines, and Weeks. Gaines and Weeks did not reply to BuzzFeed News requests for comment for this story. What the fuck would they do that for? So you can misquote them because you're pieces of shit? Tate denied that his content harms his younger followers. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. The only reason you say it does is because you don't like it, and you don't like strong men because you know strong men won't take your shit. That's why. You know that we'll tell you to take your little feminism and your little attitude and get the fuck out of my apartment. That's why. Tate denied that his content harms his younger followers. Children who are exposed to the internet will always find ideas that they miss. Oh my God, you're really going to talk about children? This person is an LGBT person. You really want to talk about children finding Andrew Tate content? You really? Oh, I'm not going to get mad enough to go into politics and own this fucking LGBT person on what little kids are seeing and what they're trying to groom, actually groom children now. I'm not going to do it. Oh. When we shared examples of the real world impact of his words, Tate argued that he was a positive force, and he is. I don't need to sit here and defend the guy, but he doesn't say anything wrong. He doesn't. He knows what he's doing. He's making his money. That's it. What? Why are you mad that he's successful? Oh, that's right. You're mad because he's a man. Here's a selection of stories that suggest otherwise. Some responses have been slightly edited. I shouldn't even read that after that statement. You edited these. They're not even real. And names marked with a star have been changed for privacy. Kennedy Ezra 26. My brother is 20 years old. We were raised to be kind and nice people and generally respectful. Last year, he started sending me clips of Kevin Samuels saying things like, finally someone who gets it. Okay. So what is the problem with that? Why can't he watch Kevin Samuels? Because you don't like it? You're trying to control what your brother does? Nice job. Nice job being a good sibling, you dick. He would make insinuations about needing to change the way he was because he was beta. He began to say things like women need to be reminded of their place. Okay, that's just stupid, but I don't believe it anyway. Or black women need to go back to being homemakers and supporting their black kings. I'm not even going to comment. But one of the most startling behavior changes I've noticed was that he began becoming more violent towards women. He began sharing posts on Facebook about how it's okay to beat women. I don't believe that for a second. You think that Facebook, one of the most feminist, progressive apps in social media, is going to allow content that's promoting the violence against women? You really expect me to believe that? You people are so full of shit. And the only reason that that's written is because the type of people that read this rag, because that's what it is, it's a fucking rag, they would believe that. He began sharing posts on Facebook about how it's okay to beat women if they step out of line, or how women are not being high value. It's like he doesn't even recognize reality. Dude, you don't recognize reality, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god. It's like he doesn't even recognize reality or the poor arguments that he's making. Poor according to who? Poor according to you, dude. Poor according to you. You're a piece of shit. You're talking shit about your brother in a national rag newspaper. What an asshole. As the older sibling who spends so much time with advocacy in government and general community education, you're a government troll, bro. You're a government goon. Fucking goober. Ugh. Government and general community education. Watching somebody you love fall down this pipeline, you're just sitting here trying to think, damn, where did I go wrong? What do you mean, where did you go wrong? You're not his mother. What are you talking about? You're not his mother. I don't know who do these people think they are. That's why and this is I'm no, I'm not even gonna say that because that's political. These people are on a certain side of the political sphere and they all think they can control other people's lives. And there's only one side that tries to do that. And I'm not gonna say anything, but you know who I'm talking about. As someone who's queer, well, there you go. There you go. Of course, someone who's queer and is a government goober, of course you don't want strong men because you know strong men make revolutions. That's why. As someone who's queer, I think the most hurtful thing I've heard him say is that he believes that there's something mentally wrong with us. I didn't say anything. To the toxic male influencers, I would say that you are creating a pathway for men to be openly violent. Oh, why? You want me to tell you what? When they say that, to be openly violent, you know what that means? Talking. That's what that means. That means telling these feminist, progressive douchebags to go fuck themselves. That is violence. When they say openly violent, they don't mean... They don't mean anything actual violence, bro. They simply mean, hey, you progressive piece of shit, fuck off. Nobody cares. So then what happens when that progressive person, oh no, they told me to fuck off. Oh no, I have pain. I feel pain. Openly violent towards marginalized people such as black women and LGBTQ folk with little regard to the psychological implications. I told you, this is all in their head, dude. Oh, that this violence, I told you, these people, dude, they're so weak. It's called weak ass. My mom says that. Don't be a weak ass. They're so weak ass that they feel violence. They feel pain when you tell them, dude, I don't care about your little terms. I don't care about your progressive bullshit. Fuck off. And when you say that to them, they're like, that's exactly how they are, dude. And they fucking lose their mind with their little programming. This violence has on them and the people they interact with. Speaking honestly, I think my brother is so far gone that he wouldn't change. He is promoting change.org petitions to get Andrew Tate back on social media. I think he's found an echo chamber. Dude, this person is a queer government goober. You think you don't live in an echo chamber? You goober. You're probably on Twitter right now, and you're following the most 150 most progressive douchebags, and all you hear about is how amazing the government and how Trump. Dude, you people live in a fucking echo chamber, bro. And that's because I don't even like Trump. And I bet you anything, once we get to the level that we're going to be, you and I, they're going to call us alt-right. They are. But I can sit here and look you in the eye and say that Trump's a fucking moron. I can say that. And I could bring out the facts. I could tell you how. But we don't need to do that here. I think he's found an echo chamber that shares what he believes and shares his thoughts, and it's pretty much solidified how he views women. Sandy, 22, Washington. My father has gone from a man who minored in women's studies in college, who was kind and in touch with his emotions, and who treated all people, men and women, around him with kindness, to a man who says that whenever he sees an effeminate male stranger, he gets an overwhelming urge to murder them. Look me in the eye. Do you really believe that? You really believe that some guy out there literally sees people, men that are effeminate men, and he says, I want to murder them. Oh. He gets an overwhelming urge to murder them. Yeah, right. It was right around 2016 when it sort of began. That's when he started slipping. He got divorced from my mother in 2018. Oh, well, there's the beginning. There's the beginning. He got divorced. She probably took all of his shit, if not at least half of his shit. Okay, she probably took the family. He's paying her alimony because that's over there in Washington. They have alimony over there. He's paying child support probably. You might have a little idea as to why the man feels the way that he does, because when you get divorced as a man, you get fucked. And even the women watching know that. It's been incredibly damaging for my queer younger brother who lives with him. Fine. It is a nightmare. The divorce was messy. Oh, see, the divorce was messy, and that's part of why he started subscribing to those ideals. He got fucked during the divorce, and he realized what reality was for men. That's it. He loves podcasts, and he listens to a lot of podcasts, all far right. Ugh. He's a massive fan of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is a liberal dude. He's a Democrat piece of shit. And the dude's an idiot. He's a fucking caveman. What are you talking about? He's a massive fan of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is a fucking liberal. What do you mean? And this is the problem with that phrase. Far right. Alt-right. You have to understand when they say that, all that means is that it's something that they disagree with. That's all. That's literally it. And I know he's listened to Andrew Tate. Oh, hold on. Look at what she said. I know. So you don't know. Because saying it like that, and I know he's listened to Andrew Tate. No, you don't know. You're assuming, aren't you? And what happens when you assume? You make an ass out of yourself. He's just sort of gone off the deep end within the last year. His spiral has reached its climax. Part of the toxic masculinity that my dad exhibits has been homophobia. He forces my brother to listen to all of his homophobic, anti-gay, anti-woman podcasts every day and then is quizzing him on them. Really? Okay. Well, if that's true, which I highly doubt, then that's stupid. That is so stupid. Bro, I'm not against LGBT people. I don't care. Go and live your life. Gay people, by the way, I don't think you understand that marriage ruins people's lives. So the fact that gay people want to get married, go ahead. Go ahead and get married and see what it does to your relationship. But really, okay, let's just throw this dumbass a bone and say that that's true. Okay, that's horrible. That's on the person. Because you're pretending as if normal straight men would do that to a gay child. No, dude, that's just stupid. Quizzing someone? You expect me to believe that? You expect me to believe that this man has his gay son listen to Joe Rogan, anti-LGBT, I guess. He listens to Joe Rogan and then he quizzes him. You expect me to believe that? So what does he make quizzes? Does he have scantrons? Does he have the correct answers? Do you need a little bubble? No, it's exaggerated because you're a fucking lying piece of shit. And told my brother that he's never going to amount to anything and that a queer man isn't a real man. See, if that's real, that has nothing to do with being straight. That's just being a horrible person. If that's real. I wish I could just tell him that I love him. Well, why don't you? Oh, well, now it sounds like you're a horrible person. And I want the real him back. But if he continues down this path, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to maintain the relationship with him, or how long he's going to maintain any relationships for that matter. Dude, they really think that straight people that listen to Andrew Tate and listen to mad toxic masculinity stuff, they really think that they're undateable. How long is he going to maintain any relationships? Okay. Oh my God, these people are ridiculous. It's getting to the point where he's about to lose his whole family. He already did. He got divorced. He already did. All he's got is his gay son left. Could you imagine what that guy feels like? Oh no, you can't, because you don't care about anyone else's point of view except yours. Great job. M, right? Is that how you say it? Or Emma, whatever. 33, Toronto. My ex-boyfriend became increasingly possessive and would tell me I could not take a girls' trip anywhere like Miami or Vegas. Well, what? Oh, do you realize what you're saying right there? You're in a relationship. You're going to take a girls' trip to Miami or Vegas. So his jealousy, as you so-called put it, or whatever, and possessive, there we go. His possessiveness, as you so-called put it, that is something that's not supposed to be real, or what? Or do we know that people go to Vegas and they go to Miami and they cheat? Or what? Well, you're supposed to trust the person. Bro, number one, what if this woman has like all those kind of friends that are whores? We all know it. We all seen it. I've had girls like that before. Oh, babe, do you know what so-and-so did? Ugh. What did she do now? She was like totally dancing on this guy at the club. What? She has a boyfriend, doesn't she? Yeah, but you should have seen her. She was like totally twerking on this guy's balls and all this kind of stuff. Why are you friends with her? For real. Like, she's a horrible person. And that's exactly how it is. I've lived it, dude. I've lived it. Multiple women. Multiple. I'm telling you. So you think that some guy's going to be upset about his woman going to Vegas? Probably because you got whore friends. That's probably why. When we argued about me going to a nightclub, see, what is behind that? Or is there something that he should worry about for you going out by yourself? Or are you just painting a picture here for the people that would believe this stupid shit? He would say that I could dance at family gatherings instead. Well, we had arguments over his consumption of these content. You got mad at him for who he was listening to, dude. What the fuck? Oh my God. You can't. Why are you're trying to control this man? Oh my God. Because it was so concerning that he was repeating so much of their messaging, like women should be feminine, fit, friendly, cooperative, and submissive. Did you hear that list that they're saying is a bad thing? Wow, dude. I'm going to read that list again. They're repeating so much of their messaging, like women should be feminine, fit, friendly, cooperative, and submissive. Damn, man. I don't think this is the self-own. I mean, I don't think this is the own, not self-own. I don't think this is the own that you think it is. I really don't. This is making you as women look, not you, my subscribers. No, this is making you as women, this makes you look really bad. Really bad. Because you're trying to tell me now it's not okay for women to be feminine, fit, friendly, cooperative, and submissive. Dude, oh my God. Get out of my face. I swear. If someone was to tell me that in public, I mean, can you leave me alone? Don't talk to me. And toxic femininity is women who are entitled to things just because they are women. Zero self-awareness. Zero. And feminism has taught women to hate men. Dude, my own subscribers say that every day in the comments. Every day they say that. He would laugh and repeat Kevin Samuels' catchphrase, danger zone, which refers to women who are approaching an age 27 to 35 where they are no longer desirable according to Samuels. Not what your girlfriend who falls into that age range wants to hear. You already have a boyfriend. What are you talking about? What? Not what your girlfriend who falls into that. Dude, this more sounds like you're mad that your boyfriend is not under your thumb. That's what this sounds like. You look really bad. This looks really bad. I don't think you see yourself. I really don't. Here's a mirror. Okay? Look at it. Jeez. It was an incredibly upsetting experience. It was like he turned on me. Which means you only liked him because he was a feminist, soft, weak-ass man. Okay. Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit are sometimes hours long. He would play them all the way through, and eventually it was daily. Okay. What the fuck is wrong with this person? Oh, there it is. There it is. I just changed them. I'm a feminist. Now we know what's wrong with her. But hold on. When she says that, she means third wave. She doesn't mean like you. She doesn't mean like my subscribers. Dude, all of my subscribers are feminists, man. They're all feminist women. They're real ones, bro. Real feminists. They're not this bullshit now like these third wave. No, I'm a feminist. We know what that means. But in the hopes of trying to be open-minded and maybe salvage my relationship, I watched a lot of this shit in his company and on my own. Why? For what? What do you mean salvage? So you don't want to be with him because he's not under your thumb? You feminist, what is it? Like I was going to say dictator. There we go. Feminist dictator. You don't want to be with the man because he's not under your thumb the way that you want him to? Ugh. To understand it and him, and it honestly messed with my head at times. We broke up a year ago, and when I began dating on the apps again, I noticed an increase of men regurgitating messaging from these creators, including things in profiles like seeking a feminine woman. Good. I am a high value man, etc. Okay, any guy that says it's like alpha and beta, any man that uses those two words, alpha and beta, they're a fucking bitch. Sorry, I'll say it and I'll look you right in the eyes, bro. Any man that uses it, that says the word, oh, well, I'm alpha, bro. I'm not trying to be beta, bro. Nah, bro, you're a fucking bitch, bro. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk like that. You sound like a bitch. And because I was so familiar with these sorts of red pill vibes, it was an immediate swipe left. Yeah, they're not missing anything. I would also ask men on dates their thoughts of these people because it's so awful. Dude, that's exactly what I do now. Whenever I meet a woman, the first thing I ask her is, what did you think about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial? That's what I say. That's exactly what I say. And if they say anything close to, well, mutual abuse, well, they were both toxic to each other, vámonos, bye. My new partner refers to Fresh and Fit as those jackasses, and we are very happy together. Thank you. That's the end of the article. Thank you. You just made yourself look so bad. That was the best way that article could have ended. Thank you. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. We will catch you next time.